Hi, Bill Patterson, Art of Illusion. We're working on our series of black and whites. I've done a very simple painting in black and white of some hills, some mountains. Had 3 steps so far. Probably going to go ahead and maybe put 2 more in to give us 5. We've gone a little bit darker as we go here, so the next value as we come in will again go darker. So I'll come over here on the left. Still using white because we know it's not pure black. And I don't want to come over and take away from here, so I'll come up, maybe darken that down a little more. I'm using a very cool, I'm using a Midnight Black by Permalba, which is a cooler black than, say, Ivory Black, which I use a lot of. It's a little bit warmer black. And again, in those series we talk about it. People really have a hard time understanding the different temperatures in lights and blacks and whites. And since these are a little bit more hills coming up here, and I don't want to tee this one up here, so I'm going to start looking at edges. And I want to break this descent up a little. So what I might do is come back in here. Now, if there were hills and you start getting in, as you get closer down in the valleys, a lot of foothills with a lot of foliage and things on those. So if I wanted to, we could maybe come in and show some of the forestry and the lightness down into the valley here. Going to come back with paper towel, my dear friend, as I use so much, and come back here and lighten this up. I'm going to soften this edge down. Again, I don't like where this is going up through here, so I may come back and push this whole area back a little bit softer. As I said on the last one, and over, I let the painting come to me, and I think that's why any artist, author, songwriter, no matter how long we spend on something, and I heard this once, if you worked a long period of time on something, maybe 6 months on a book or a year on a painting, you should be better at the end of the painting than you were before. So when is the painting ever done? The question has always haunted artists for the centuries. And that essence, as you get better, you could always maybe go back and work a painting over. But yet there's sometimes magical things happen earlier in your career, or certain things into the painting that maybe you can never improve. So sometimes it's just best left alone. So again, not trying to do the same composition up through here. I may just come back here and soften a little bit more. And I may go back here. I haven't used a lot of white yet. I'll start putting a touch of white, because I've done a lot of mine is wiping out. And the white will make it a little bit cooler. And I put one last area over here on the right, probably. And when you do plein air paintings, and as I've said, if you haven't been outdoors to paint on location, you take a class or go out with maybe a friend or so. It is so different than even sketching or taking photographs, because you realize just how not only quickly the light changes, but how everything is changing. Even obviously the short seasons when we're setting down the paint. Now again, we got 4, but look how this darker, sharper, as we hit this little line coming. Now let me show you as I come back here. Even though I soften this down, what if I did, and I come up here and I teed that right into there? All of a sudden, because it is a T, your eye goes right to this point, so they kind of converge together, which makes a little bit sharper edge through there. And I don't particularly like that, so that's where I went back and maybe soften. And so many times in a painting or a drawing, that's all we need to do, is maybe retweak something, soften, sharpen, yes, maybe lighten, darken. But what most people do, if they're not sure of any of those, they go to the store and buy more paint. Now I know none of you have done that, but most people have enough paint to last a few lifetimes. And when in doubt, buy more. So we come back here again.